Hello children, today we are starting with the chapter 6, that is anatomy of flowering plant. First of all, we should know what is anatomy. Anatomy is actually the study of internal organs of living organism. Anatomy of plants and anatomy of animal, these two chapters are there, but today we are doing the anatomy of plants. Okay, so before starting with the anatomy, that means the structure of organs and system and all that, we are to first of all know that what are tissues, because in levels of organization first the cell is there, and when the various cell group together to perform the similar function and they are similar in origin, then it is called as what? Tissues. And after that, what happens? Next level of organization is various tissues group together to form the various organs. And organs forms the organ system. As we take the example of if animal, then you can see that cells are there, then various types of tissue, epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, muscular tissue, all of these type of tissues are there. Then various system, digestive system, first of all organ, then stomach, kidney, liver, these are the organs. And then organs forms the system, like digestive system in which the stomach is there, the small intestine, large intestine is there, like in respiratory system the bronchioles are there, trachea is there, the lungs are there. So that way the various organs are there in a system. I mean to say that there are various levels of organizations are there, and from the cell to the tissue, then the organ, and then the organ systems are there. If we take the example of plant, because our today's topic is in the case of plants only. So in plants actually what happens, that first the cells are there, obviously plant cell, and then the tissues are there, but these tissues are not like animal tissue, as I just now was discussing epithelial, muscular, because the plants do not have the similar type of body as the animals are having, so that the plants are having different types of tissues which we are going to discuss today. Okay, again the definition is same. The group of cell forms the tissue which are similar in origin and function. Okay, but tissues are of different type which we are going to discuss today, and tissues group together to form the organs. So what are the organs of the plant? Plant organs are root, stem, leaf. These are the organs are there in the plant. Okay, system word is not used in the plant case, but the organs are there. Okay, so that way fruits, flowers, leaves, all of these are the organs of the plants. So now we are here coming the what type of tissues are present in the plant. This was the chapter in 9th class also, that plant tissues can further be categorized as meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So how, on what basis they are being categorized? They are being categorized on the basis of their power of division. So if the tissue has power of division, then it is called as meristematic tissue, and if it loses its power of division temporarily or permanently, then it is called as permanent tissue. Now meristematic tissue is further as primary meristem and secondary meristem. Primary meristem is a early formed meristem, and secondary meristem which is formed in the plant body later on when it is required in the woody part of the plant. So that is secondary meristem. Now this primary meristem is further categorized on the basis of its location, like apical meristem and intercalary meristem. Apical meristem is present at the tips, and it is responsible for the increase in the length of the plant. And intercalary meristem is present at the nodes only. I am going to show you in the next video each and everything at the nodes, and which is responsible for the formation of twigs or branches. And lateral meristem is a secondary meristem which forms later on, and it is responsible for increasing the girth of the plant. Girth means diameter, to increase the diameter of the plant. So that is lateral meristem. Now it comes the permanent tissue. Permanent tissue is further of two types: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue, which is made up of single type of cell, and which is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. We are here taking the difference of all these three type of simple permanent tissue in the next video. And complex permanent tissue is made up of many type of cells, and that is xylem and phloem. And details of xylem and phloem are also we will be taking in the next videos. Thank you. Now I am starting with the next video with the help of the notes as well as with the help of the book, so that you can understand it according to your book. Thank you.